I know I keep making a lot of like random videos about like rants and things, but it's just like you see so many fucking idiots doing all these fucking stupid things, and like no one seems to say anything, and I just feel the need to say a video about it. And like you could like argue that like I should say it to their face and stuff like that, but like a video is so much more aiming, and like just so many people who are doing the most fucking ridiculous things. And like, yeah, so basically like my new topic, if you want to call it, today is just the fucking shit people say about each other and the fucking things people write about each other, and I just really wanted to get my opinion out. And first of all, I know like I've said things, like horrible things to people in the past, and I've like said horrible things to people over the internet before, but some people just take it to the absolute limit. Like I just see the most disgusting things people say about each other, and I'm not even making this video to tell people to stop. It's more about like just teaching people to not give a shit about what anyone says. And I think being a teenager, that is one of the hardest things to do, is to not give a shit about what anyone says, because like you try to be this perfect image that everyone's going to like, but you just have to accept that in reality not everyone is going to like you. Like, I'm not liked by many people, but I just don't care, because it's just not the way to live. And it's easy for me to say that, but I used to be the complete opposite. I used to care so much about what everyone thought of me. I used to change everything how I look. I used to just try to fit in so much, and it's just really not worth it in the end, because why should you have to impress loads of cunts you're not going to know in 6-7 years? It's just, and it's such a shame that people can't seem to like just realise that 13 and 14, 15, 16-year-olds do not know what they're talking about. Because they have an opinion on you, it doesn't mean it's true at all. It's just their opinion, and their opinion is so, they've got such a small mindset about everything. I just don't even see the point in listening to teenagers who are that negative about you, because what do they know about you? They don't know you, and they don't have a right to judge you. They obviously have nothing better to do in their time than to say shit about you or write some fucking shit paragraph about you. If they don't like you, then just fuck them, it's their problem. And I know like a lot of people who have like actual like problems with it, like people with like social anxiety and that, and like people who are really like bad self-esteem and that, but it's just, I just really think it's unfair like to actually listen to what anyone says about you, because if someone says something nice about you, then just be happy about it and value it, because so many people are negative to each other. Like every time a nice comment, you just completely ignore it and you just think it's complete shit, because like all these horrible things are just drilled into your brain and they're just complete shit. Everyone is free to their own opinion. I understand that. If someone doesn't like you, then yeah, that's their opinion, but people do not have to say it to you. And if people do say it to you, then they're just very small-minded people, and you don't have to take it. You just say, okay, fine, and just don't. Some people just really take it personally. Like, why should you listen to what a 14-year-old girl has to say about your fucking top or your fucking hair? Like, who gives a shit to your hair how you want it? And it's just, oh, it's so sad to see all these girls like cry and do all these fucking stupid things over little cunts like that. I think so. I don't know why I'm making this video. I know it's obviously not going to change anything, but you only live once, and I think that's the cringiest thing ever. Like that YOLO shit. Oh, makes me feel sick. But like, not in that term. But you're only alive one time. Like you're only around for a bit, so you should at least live it how you want to, wear what you want, say what you want to people. The nice things. Say the nice things you want to say to people. Just don't bitch off about everyone. Like, what sort of life is that? You're gonna look back in 10 years and be like, oh yeah, so I called her fat, called her a lesbian, what the fuck? Like, just leave them alone. It's like, I just find it so stressful. Even talking about it just fucks me off so much. And I know it's like, I used to care so much about what everyone thought, but then you just get fucked over so many times by people, and you just realise you don't need them to be happy. You have to rely on yourself to be happy. You can't rely on everyone else, because everyone else will just leave you. You need to rely on yourself. You need to build yourself up, and you need to tell yourself that what people say isn't the truth. It's their opinion. They're allowed their opinion, but when they say it out loud and tell you, that's just not nice. if you don't like someone, you don't tell everyone, you keep it to yourself, or you tell them in like a nice manner. But if a girl doesn't like you, or if a boy doesn't like you, then just fuck them. You're not going to know them in a few years, and it's just a shame that people take it so personally. But really, it's not up to them. If they don't like you, then that's their problem. Most people are generally nice people, and people judge them just based on what they look like or what they've heard about them. But then I've done it as well. I've said so much shit about some people. Like, I used to just slag loads of people off, and then I actually like met them, and I got to know them, and I just felt such a cunt because they were so nice. And like, that's why I've just stopped doing it now. I'm not trying to make out like I never slag anyone off, because I do occasionally, but I'm a lot better than I used to be, and I do realise now that it's not a nice thing to do, because you don't know what someone's been through, you don't know why they are the way they are. And when you say shit about people, you need to think of like what could be happening. Like, most people are really small-minded. Like, most people like some people might like hurt, like self-harm, or like starve themselves just because you called them fat or something. And it's just like, that's like really horrible thing to think of. So like, just before you call someone fat or ugly, just think about like what they could be doing as a response to it. I'm not saying everyone, most people will just be like, oh, okay, and get a bit upset, but then people who do take it to the extreme, I wouldn't want to know that I was the cause of someone else's pain. So I just think everyone should think about what they're saying. If you want to be a cunt, and then just carry on doing it. But trust me, like, I'm only 14 as well. I can't predict like how it's going to be, but I can just tell if you're a nice person, you will be remembered, and you will get far in life. If you're just a cunt who slags off everyone, then it's really not going to work out.